Peace to the nation. Wow, I really was just making sure I got a little advice. I need to take my blanket down. I gotta get my setting correct since I'm going wide angle. They say this is the creator preferred way, creator preferred way to film. But I just came across this video and shout out to Anton Daniels. It's pretty much known. If you see this, that isn't fair use, sir. You don't know me personally. You know my guy personally, but yeah, I watch you, man. Some stuff me ain't gonna disagree with you, but you still it's just why I gave a faux pas. I'm watching another man. He ain't watching me, but I digress. This video, man, I'm watching this the first time like y'all, but I heard the quote. The man said it, and I'm listening. I stopped it because I didn't want to get too far gone in it, but I'm going to play a bit of it. Anton, he may interject, but I'm watching it for the first time. I'm watching Anton Daniels' reaction to this Mexican, Mr. Honest Amigo. I call him that, because hell, people get offended by honesty, and sometimes people just generally, from the pureness, the way that they're made up, it don't matter what particular race, creed, or color that they are. They may say things that maybe the tenderhearted, they may absorb them a little bit more emotionally than others may, but people still think the way they think based on their environment, their experiences, what stimulates them. But I've said enough. Let me turn this around. Hope I ain't showing too much when I do turn it around. That's not so much. I'm a bastard, folks. And my picture frames is falling off. But that's not why y'all here. Can I do this? Yes, I can do that. We're going to do that. Hold on, folks. Ain't nobody even in here. Yet, we watch them video, but it'd be funny how them videos be having about 500,000 views. This is what you do to make sure that YouTube trying to monetize everybody. This is what you got to do, though. Man, whatever y'all say. Couple more seconds, because still no one's in here. 1, 2, 3, go. Here we go, folks. This is an Honest Amigo's response to a question, and it's a question that's been frequently asked, and I'll just direct it to either an the so-called ADOS folks, the so-called FBA folks. I identify as nigga myself. I am the seed of the nigger slave, descendant thereof, the most honorable people, the architects of America. But let's play this here.
This is a very good question. It says, if Mexican people stick together, as you say, then why would you leave Mexico? If your people are so wonderful, why did you run from your own country? Okay, I'm going to give you this analogy. And after you watch the whole video, hopefully you understand. If not, comment.
He's honest.
You know how a lot of black people leave the hood for the suburbs?
Ooh.
Have you seen that? Or maybe you're one of them?
Wait.
Why do you think black people do that?
Wait. And I told y'all that I stopped. I listened to he first said that this is the way that he pulled up the question. And he said about to use this analogy. And he came in kind of lukewarm, but then, the part he just said, this is my first time hearing that shit. He got a little hyped. He went to like a boiling point, just from the little tepid. He went from tepid to boiling. I want to take that back. So we're going to play it again.
Comment. You know how a lot of black people leave the hood for the suburbs? Have you seen that? Or maybe you're one of them? Why do you think black people do that? They say, bye, hood, go to the suburbs next to the evil white people. I'm going to give you 2 reasons. Better environment, better school system for your children, That could be two. And if we keep looking for more reasons, we will find a million of them.
He definitely got
There is a teacher. I said this before, and his book. If I wasn't in my boxes, I'd walk over to that shelf and get it. The compensatory code concept by Neely Fuller. Neely Fuller, he's up in age, and he's been sick lately, but they say he's on the mend. He has a saying. He says that underneath the system of white supremacy, a lot of people utilize the term the system of white supremacy, but do not have the understanding or even been, I guess you could say, at the heels of Mr. Neely Fuller, you know, when he explains what white supremacy is, because if you don't know what it is, how it works, everything else will confuse you. No matter where in the system of white supremacy, no matter who outside, if you are a non-white person, he's not black. He's a non-white person. And the analogy he used, you know how it is when black people live the hood, you might be one of them. Better schools, better education, blam. Neely Fuller says, you know, no matter what the situation, the circumstance, you are as a prisoner of war. And, you know, we are in open air prison. We are under lesser confinement. There's a greater confinement, which would be if they come and pick up a migrant that may have killed somebody or committed some type of other deviant act or criminal act and put them in a cell. That is what you call greater confinement. Or if they take a nigga out the hood or a black person out the hood, you know, for whatever shit Tyrone and Leroy shit they've done, that would be greater confinement, you know, just to have the compare. We just were making comparisons. Mr. Honest Amigo.
a lot of the black culture and the black community clocked with that whole sentiment that black people have that white people are evil, but they still want to move out to them. But, you know, I still don't necessarily agree.
Cause you tell me, and I'm gonna let Anti rock, because like I said, my first time watching this. Even as a millionaire, even as a multi-millionaire, we can look at Mr. Combs and even Mr. Carter. Gradually, we have to look at Mr. Carter as well. No matter what social economics status that you might be it you old Barack Obama in this mug, you will always have to yield to Mr. Charlie, just for the sake of avoiding being too offensive by, you know, genuinely calling someone by their identification, Mr. White Man. You have to concede to Mr. White Man. When you are trying to feed yourself and shelter and clothe yourself, you have to get you a white man job. I mean, but now you say I'm going to wash cars or do this and that. Well, you got to go to the Mr. White Man retail store and buy Mr. White Man soap and Mr. White Man rags to operate your. No, you need a business license, don't you, boy? You also got to pay Mr. White Man his taxes. Your kids, they just can't be sitting around looking dumb and stupid. You got to send them to get some education. You don't homeschool your kids. Martin Luther King said that we deserve better than to be in the one room shack around people that cared about us. It'd be better off. Now that was Brown versus Board of Education. Sorry, Mr. King, I apologize. You know, I guess that's only fair since people are mixing up DEI with the Civil Rights Act of 1964. But education, you have to operate within Mr. Charlie's law. You have to yield to Mr. Charlie's food supply, his fuel supply, his automobile car, and all the licenses and things thereof. We like to talk to, we're going to boycott. We're going to march. And people actually are, it really makes is some shuffling and jiving shit to be, I mean, just in the name of protest, in the name of the peaceful protest is an oxymoron. Mind you, if it's a line between protesting and vandalism, of course. But that when you think of, now, mind you, it was something maybe not so well. Yes, if people look at it from the idea of the concepts of the Constitution, the fair process. When them people walked into that Capitol, man, and I'm not condoning or trying to instigate anybody to do anything like that, but shoot, I might watch. I got a little anti-rock. I would have it back on me, but. I'm a anti-rock, man. But all areas of activity in your military, you know, the policeman, F the police, but you know, when you get robbed, and you got to file a police report, unless you're not gonna snitch on the robber, man. It's almost over, black folks. If Mr. Honest Amigo, he probably doing fairly well for himself. Just TikTok probably bubbling, and especially making this type of commentary. He may be nah, you could. Nah, I'm trying to figure out a comparative. Nah, he ain't on that nigga level. But you know, he may be the it blogger or web podcast person in his grade, in his class of his kind. But I digress, man. Let me play Anton part and I'm gonna get off here, man. But I just want to come and react to what he's saying. I don't think he got too much. He don't really need to say. Mr. Honest Amigo, I tip my hat to you, sir. Now, understandably, I hope that you are in America through the right process, because I understand there's a roundup going on, and now they're focusing on the criminals first, allegedly. And of course, if you're associated with criminals, if you know you're Javier fucking got a felony on his record, and plus he done some shit before he left the homeland, you need to tell Javier he got to bounce, because if them people come in and pull Javier about that bitch, everybody in the house is prone to go with Javier. That don't belong here. So we're gonna let Anton rock us out, and I might say a little bit after time, because he said you know, he understand where he's coming from and how, you know, but he had a but. So we're gonna hear the but part. Come on, man. I ain't jumped about the shit. Hold on, people. Dun, 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 dun. Smart TV be making decisions and choices I don't be wanting the smart TV to make.
If you're like me and you like getting paid to give your opinion, then go to beforthright.com. Sign up and forthright.
Boy, I'm not paying for no subscription. I refuse. It's too many apps.
The black community or the culture, I ain't even gonna say the black community. A lot of black people are wrong about.
I'm gonna take them back some, because that's only stuff. Let him hear the whole thing. You see what he said, everything he said.
Turn the black community clocked with it.
For the suburbs, have you seen that?
This nigga crazy.
Or maybe you're one of them. Why do you think black people do that? They say, bye hood, go to the suburbs next to the evil white people. I'm gonna give you 2 reasons. Better environment, better school system for your children. That could be 2. And if we keep looking for more reasons, we will find a million of them.
I'm gonna stop, because in his petty and his, you know, I guess I'm Americanized or whatever. What threw me about, you know, is what I heard. It may be true or false. What I heard about, you know, people live in Mexico, when they go to the bathroom, they don't really have, I guess, the plumbing or whatever. So they wipe their ass and put the shitty tissue, I guess, in some form of receptacle of some sort. I don't know if that's true, or if that's true for everybody or for anybody, but, you know, God bless you. And I guess, hell, if I had the chance to come on, and I would hope that once I do get to America and have a running water, I don't no longer have a waste basket full of shit paper or shitty toilet paper. I don't mean to be offensive, because I'm sure there's something. I'm not gonna pay tit for tat solo, but let's Mr. Daniels, take us out of here, sir.
They definitely got a lot of the black culture and the black community clocked with that whole sentiment that black people have, that white people are evil, but they still want to move out to them. But you know, I still don't necessarily agree with it. The black community or the culture, I ain't even gonna say the black community. A lot of black people are wrong about that sentiment. And in my opinion, they are anti-American when they say and they do that. Because anybody can be wrong, anybody can be racist, anybody can be a negative person, and it doesn't necessarily supposed to extend to all the people. That's like
wait. He just said something, and I have to come out and vehemently disagree. They always say, hey, don't be like that. Race is like when they talk about merit and status and class and things of that nature. Racism is not only an accompaniment to class, but it's also can stand alone in itself. But there's certain attributes, where I can say fuck Mr. White Man all day, and with I mentioned earlier, when the black man, when I'm a boycott the white person, I'm a boycott the boss man because I'm upset. Mr. Charlie's people, he has the ability to terminate you, get you locked up, get you evicted, just all types of things, just random things. Don't people believe that people get set up but I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mr. Daniel. I just said, but racism, everybody can't be racist. Everybody can be prejudiced. Everybody can be a bigot. That race got something to it. That race is the reason why we talk about black people, because I identify as a nigga. We talk about black people the way we do while we say that we hate you, Mr. White Man. You should, no person who is pure of heart should hate anyone. But, I guess there's a feeling, you may feel like we hate some. We just have a disdain for folks. And I guess it may be based on not necessarily your personal experience, or maybe an exaggeration of your personal, or it may be a very genuine situation where that you were hit with the racism, the power, the ability. You cannot practice sufficient racism against another person unless you have some ability to control their how do I put this? Self-determination and will and environment, and just have some effect on their progression. Now, we can look at a situation where there might be another ethnicity, where it be an Asian store in the ghetto or Indian store in the ghetto. Now, these Indian people know they probably going to the back of the wherever and getting this low markdown shit, and getting the castaways from the grocery stores, or might have the same stuff on their shelves they had when they opened up, when they first opened up 7-8 years ago, still trying to sell it to people, trading out stamps for cigarettes, and just pretty much in some way, I guess, if you're on the other side of the coin where you'd have made improper choices and decisions. So now you'd have found yourself selling your kids food stamps or making loans with them people, what they call them usury loans, where the interest, man, come on. Racism is more than disliking, talking bad about somebody. Racism is in its own way an art form, because you can be sloppy racist. I guess you were the caricature of the hillbilly, the southern hillbilly with the rebel flag in the yard. You can be sloppy racist, or you can have, let's say, refined racism, because there's always a period of refining. And I'm going to point out to a period of refinement just from my perspective. Once upon a time, the term woke was used by those who are identified as eventually hoteps, who are always talking that blackity black stuff. This word was co-opted during, I guess, these women's movement. No, Black Lives Matter. I'm gonna say Black Lives Matter. It was co-opted by the Democratic Party and spread amongst all their ideologies to the point where woke wasn't significant to you anymore as the black person.
What if it was possible to make passive income stocks that don't move? Or
woke was more significant and conducively used for the non-black person. Let me let Anton finish, because I'll be rambling with y'all all day, man, and I got shit to do. I got to lay down. I got to go to work, baby.
Are evil. They're not. All white people are not evil.
Of course not, Anton. All white people are not evil. I'm going to say that. I have to pause to say that. All white people are not evil.
It doesn't necessarily supposed to extend.
I was raised in McDowell County, West Virginia, the patch, and I was raised with the poorest of the poor white trash, and white folks that had money, black folks that had money. The coal mines was going on in southern West Virginia at the time. So I know racist folks, and I know white folks who ain't racist. I know some, man, come on now. So, I mean, I go against the structure that is known as white supremacy. I don't have no necessarily hate or disdain for any individual person. If you speak against what I speak against, which is injustice toward anyone, because that's what white supremacy is, an injustice. If you speak against me fighting against injustice or speaking against injustice, then I have to look at you. I have to speculate where you're coming from. Mr. Anton, take us out here, man.
To all the people, that's like saying all black people are evil. They're not. All white people are not evil, and the sentiment that a lot of people have. Once you start to change our cultural norms, to be honest.
And that shit, no matter how you say it, you can mean it with all your chest. It do sound like some tap dances. Oh, man, all the white folks ain't bad. And all the black folks ain't bad. But it is what it is. Okay.
That's what you start to experience life a little bit differently. You'll find that most people are nice. Most people that have resources are nicer than people that don't have resources.
They got to worry about being broke.
That is a duress mindset that I think that has been taught to us, that has been given to us. That's
cold. That's a cold term. He said that is a duress mindset. We always constantly feel as we're under duress. The James Baldwin said to be at a state is to, I forget the quote, but to be conscious in America, race conscious in America is like being in a perpetual state of anger.
We have embraced, and so now it's us against the world, and the world is against us, and you are a victim, even though you're not a victim, and then things is wrong with everybody. And everybody is out to do you wrong and do you dirty, but you still want to move out to them, and you still want to be in the United States of America.
The claiming or not claiming of being a victim does not absolve the victimizer of their victimization. That's all.
Ever want to leave the United States of America because it's not good anywhere else. This is the best country on the face of this earth. So there is a general sentiment, I think, amongst people that is similar to what he's describing, but I disagree with him on multiple fronts, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Let me finish playing the rest of this video.
And then you say, why do we run from our country? I'm going to tell you why. In my country, sometimes we have no running water. Sometimes we have no electricity. Sometimes we...
See, y'all, what I just said a minute ago about that toilet paper in that basket, in that waste basket. That man came out the gate with it. We ain't got no water, bitch. You ain't got no water. Okay, keep cooking, Mr. Honest Amigo, man.
Have no food to eat, no work.
No work.
Our government in my country.
We want to work.
Corrupt. I've seen a lot of videos of black people saying, "Oh, no more food stamps, no more EBT card, no more Section 8." See, to a lot of black people, not having food stamps, not having Medicaid, not having Section 8, that is a struggle to a lot of black.
Come on, Mr. Honest Amigo, man. Now you tripping, dog, because y'all go straight to that motherfucking welfare. Oh, But continue, go on, mix your rice and beans. Cook on, Mr. Amigo, man. Honest Amigo, man.
Black people. When we Hispanics come into this country, we are like, what?
Oh, wow.
Food stamps? Section 8?
Oh, wow. Eyes light up like sauce.
Replay this whole video, and I always like to give credit to the content creator. So that link will be down in the description. I can't.
Wait, Anton. That's what he said. What? Food stamp? Motherfucker eyes get big like salsa plates. Look like the wolf in the cartoon where his eyes get big and his tongue roll out. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Go ahead, Mr. Honest Amigo. All right, Anton.
With this sentiment, I don't agree with 100% of what it's saying. This also shows you how privileged we are.
Oh my God, no.
Problems ain't their problems, and it ain't supposed to be their problems. But at the same time, we got to be appreciative to rule our work and our action by not having an expectation from our federal government to do anything except for to keep us safe, make sure that our infrastructure is good, and to make sure that we have the opportunity to do what we want to do when we want to do it. All of this rest of this shit is entitlement. Everything else that you see people complaining about is entitlement.
See, and therein lies the problem. Oh man, ooh. Yeah, it'd be an interesting conversation. Now, I wouldn't talk about this type of shit because that would not. Well, I guess maybe on the forum, perhaps, but the problem therein lies where it's now these are considered entitlements, whereas they were supposedly were designed to be a safety net. Once upon a time, people were ashamed to be known and affiliated with being a person who received government aid. Somehow, some way, they fooled. And I'm not even going to do it. But somehow, some way, they fooled a certain section of the population of the African American, Black, the Negro folks to believe that as long as Uncle Samuel allows me, allows me, I guess it's my right as a citizen and being impoverished to a degree, whether it be my own personal choices or some incidental circumstance. It's one thing to get put in that situation, man, but the mindset used to be, at least among the ancestors, that slovenly behavior, being lazy, not having any form of ambition, that was shaming characteristics for somebody to have. Now, like I said, a safety net situation. Tough times make tough people, man. Shoot, I know that nigga died and failed before, and I didn't got me some little, you can't get the Negro male can't get nothing but stamps. Maybe if I played crazy, I might be able to get a little Section 8 of Social Security, but why? I'm an able-bodied nigga. I can't keep my mind straight enough to work a few hours and have some self-determination. Mr., Mrs., I understand, okay, the safety net, I need daycare, Mr. Government, but it ain't no gift to make sure we safe. Don't get us in the midst of shit. What the fuck you mean? The America only required to keep us safe? Man, bruh, we pay taxes for all this shit. They don't, I guess we would be for government, I guess, if you think about it deeply and abstractly, it is a corporation, but we fund the corporation. Oh man, these tariffs is coming. Okay, I'm about to end it, y'all, because I'm on for a minute. But this is wild shit.
or having children out of wedlock. That's stupid.
Oh God.
People expecting to be on Section 8 food stamps for the rest of their life. That's dumb. People expecting free health care, although nothing is free and it's going to be paid by somebody, probably the taxpayers. And wow.
See, here's one thing. Okay, it would be understandable not to have the free health care. But what about the affordable health care? And I'm not talking about that shit, that Obamacare shit. I'm talking about just like once upon a time, can I carry, I got a chicken. I need some stitches. Can I give you this chicken? Now you owe me for one more set of stitches. If I ever need stitches again, Doc, I remember that time I gave you this chicken. I mean, barter system is seemingly improbable at this time. And I guess that'll be about the same shit they doing with that Bitcoin shit. The promise of nothing. I guess it's this particular token has its value, but I'm still lost in spending money. I guess you got to spend money to make money, buying money. I can understand like if you're doing trade, but I'm all off the point. We just gonna end it, y'all. Go check out Anton Daniel channel, man. I agree with him on a lot of stuff. I guess it comes from a certain eyes view of what the world is. I done seen the top and I done seen the bottom and mostly in between. But so I guess I'm empathetic to all angles of whatever situation and circumstance, but nigga nation or nothing, peace and love. I can't read comments, but I see it's 2 people on here now. Thank y'all for y'all time, nigga nation, for nigga nation or nothing. Hold on, I can turn it around. Turn around for me. No, not that quick. Not that quick, but yeah, man. You ain't a pimp, you a fairy. There you go. That was say, Mr. Pimp C said. There they go. There go boss man. Boss man on here. Oh shit, y'all been talking. Yeah, I know. Damn, y'all been talking. Boss man been on here fucking with me. Sorry, boss man. Yeah, I know, Mr. Charles. I came in, I slipped on a nigga coin. I just was still, I was one amongst the minds. I still had the mind he had on the Say Cheese interview. That shit, them motherfuckers running off and some of them getting murked and shit. And I think one of them got, man, it's enough that the American dollar don't have anything of tangible value to attach itself to. But now you're saying I'm supposed to rely on some blips and bloops and blips. But he said that you can cash out. That was my thing. Whenever I used to ask the niggas, if I hit big, can I take my money out? I was just in the name like hell. Yeah, if I'm up at the dice game and I'm winning, and then if I feel myself losing a little bit, I've learned to get the fuck about the way. I might put the money up, come back down a little bit of money and try again, but I wish that the concept, by the time when you broke down the real concept, but once I got the message of the real concept behind it, the nation need a coin, okay, just for the the claiming and the staking and putting the flag down for, yeah, that is a good idea. Mr. Charleston, super genius. How they Charlie the man, that's what make him more captivating. He read a lot of books. I read a lot of books when I was a kid too. So I guess that, I catch some of the shit he do that lot of me, but I digress. That's our beloved Mr. Charleston. Yeah. So thanks for coming through, Mr. Boss Man. Shit, I need to yeah, I kind of need to holler at you, but it really ain't nothing, But yeah, you pretty much heard about the when I said like whenever you if you know how to use your clipboard on your text, just like type out the promos for the guys and see if you're going when you moderating, You know, because you got on Sane still got me. Sane don't know how to take me off of here. I was a moderator. That nigga hit me one day and can't get me out of here. So it's like they trying to push the kitchen war shit. The movie coming out in a couple of days. So I mean that'd be like the now showing. You hit it with the now showing. The merch, because Sane's supposed to be working on putting this merch out. Sane probably gonna be putting out. Sane probably gonna be the merch man. So I don't know if you have his Instagram. Post his Instagram in the chest, in the Dewberry chest too. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all we always build it with the concept of building the nation. We building a nation. You dig, man? You did. I know you did. 5-1 pack Mexican, man, they already have. I seen this one Hispanic dude, his $2 million home burned down. His insurance said, some company said, we'll give you a meal. And they asked him, we just heard that. Are you going to rebuild? And you can see it in his face. I ain't going to be able to build like I thought I would, but I'm going to give it a shot. But hell, hey, man. The rain falls on the just and unjust. The fool and the wise man, who knows for whom the bell tolls, as they say. So yeah, fam, I'm out, man. I need to lay down. I got to work. So peace and love. Anybody who come in now and after, thank you for your time. Like, share, subscribe, whoopty blam. Trying to get this motherfucking YouTube. Nah, wait, man, I said the wrong word. I'm getting to this YouTube money. So we making it happen. Let me say, I'm working on my merch too. Peace and love. Let me get the fuck off here.